Most people never realize that the mind is both the lock and the key to their lives. We often wait for something outside to shift, hoping it will fix what's broken within. But true change begins in your own thinking. Your thoughts shape your reality. They create your world. If your mind is weak, your life will follow that weakness. But if you strengthen your mind, everything else can change. And the ancient philosophy of Stoicism shows us how. Lesson 1. Pinpoint your limiting beliefs. A weak mind is often held back by invisible chains limiting beliefs. These are the false thoughts you've repeated for so long. They feel like facts. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. This is just who I am. These thoughts seem harmless, but they quietly shape your choices, your self-image, and your future. Stoicism teaches us to confront beliefs with reason, not emotion. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. That power starts with awareness. To pinpoint your limiting beliefs, notice what you repeatedly tell yourself when facing challenges. Do you expect to fail? Do you believe others are more capable? Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Who taught me this? Is it based on evidence or fear? You'll find most limiting thoughts are inherited, not chosen. They're leftovers from childhood, past failures, or fear of rejection. Once exposed, they lose their grip. The Stoics didn't waste energy fighting external opinions. They focused on mastering their inner dialogue. Imagine removing one toxic belief every week. Imagine replacing "I can't" with "let's try." That small mental shift can reshape your actions. Your mind doesn't need to be your enemy. It can be your strongest ally. But only if you strip away the lies you've been telling yourself. Limiting beliefs die when you confront them with truth, reflection, and courage. Begin there. Change starts with seeing what's holding you back. Lesson 2. Reframe negative self-talk. We all have an inner voice. Sometimes it's kind. Other times it's cruel. That voice whispers in quiet moments. It criticizes. It compares. It reminds you of your flaws. And over time, it shapes your identity. But Stoicism teaches that our thoughts are not always facts. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Negative self-talk is simply a reaction, and reactions can be changed. The Stoics trained their minds to speak with reason, not despair. They didn't deny reality, they reframed it. If something went wrong, they asked, "What can I learn from this?" If they failed, they reminded themselves, failure is part of the path. This shift in language turns weakness into wisdom. It doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means speaking to yourself like a teacher, not a tyrant. The way you speak to yourself during difficulty reveals your strength. When you say, "I'm so stupid," your brain begins to believe it. When you say, "This is hard, but I'm learning," your brain adapts and grows. The words you use create your experience. An experience builds your mindset. It's a cycle. But you can break the cycle at any time by choosing a better inner script. Practice catching yourself in the act. When your mind spirals into self-doubt, pause. Replace harsh words with calm, clear truth. Tell yourself, "I made a mistake." But mistakes are teachers. Tell yourself, "This feeling will pass. I am not my worst moment." These new thoughts, spoken often, become your new foundation. They lift you instead of burying you. Reframing negative self-talk isn't denial, it's strength in the face of emotion. Speak power into your life. Change your inner voice, and your life will echo with that change. Lesson 3. Cultivate unwavering mental resilience. Life doesn't get easier, but you can get stronger. The Stoics knew that adversity wasn't the enemy. It was the path to power. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." That's mental resilience, the ability to stand when everything around you shakes. A weak mind collapses under pressure. A resilient mind endures and adapts. Resilience is not just toughness. It's flexibility with strength. Like a tree that bends in the wind but doesn't break. You build resilience by facing life, not avoiding it. That means stepping into discomfort. It means allowing hardship to teach you rather than defeat you. When you view challenges as training, not punishment, you become mentally unshakable. The Stoics embraced voluntary hardship. They practiced going without comfort. They reminded themselves daily that nothing external is permanent. In doing so, they trained their minds to stay calm in chaos. They didn't wait for life to be easy to be peaceful. They chose peace through perspective. That's resilience. You don't need to seek suffering. But when it arrives, and it will let it shape you, don't say, "Why me?" Say, "What now?" Ask, "What part of me needs to grow through this?" Life doesn't hand us strength. It hands us situations that invite us to become strong. Resilience grows each time you survive something you once thought would break you. So train your mind. Push yourself daily in small ways. Wake up earlier. Sit with discomfort. Speak up when you're afraid. Each moment you stay grounded in difficulty, your mental roots grow deeper. Weak minds run from pressure. Strong minds rise through it. Be the one who rises. Lesson 4. Sharpen your mental focus. We live in a world designed to distract you. Notifications, noise, endless scrolling. Your attention is constantly under attack. A weak mind falls victim to this chaos. It chases every impulse. It drifts. It forgets what matters. But Stoicism teaches us the value of focus, of presence. Marcus Aurelius said, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what is in front of you with precise purpose." Mental focus is power. It's the ability to give your full attention to what truly matters without being pulled in 10 directions. When your mind is scattered, your energy is wasted. When your mind is focused, your potential becomes unstoppable. Every great change begins with a moment of clear thought, a decision, a commitment, a plan. To sharpen your focus, you must first eliminate noise. Begin your day without your phone. Sit in silence. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? Then act on it. Don't wait for motivation. Build momentum through action. The Stoics were masters of structure. They believed in purposeful routines and disciplined thought. They didn't waste their mornings on opinions or gossip. They focused on virtue, duty, and effort. You must do the same. Identify your biggest distraction and remove it. Practice working in short, deep sessions. Give full effort to one thing at a time. Focus isn't just a skill, it's a way of honoring your limited time. When you train your mind to focus, you train it to succeed. A weak mind chases noise. A strong mind chooses silence, direction, and depth. Make that choice. Reclaim your focus. Reclaim your life. Lesson 5. Embrace consistent self-discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline? Discipline stays. Stoicism teaches that the path to a better life is built not on feelings, but on consistent action. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." Success doesn't come from bursts of energy. It comes from steady, repeated effort, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to. It's getting up early, saying no to distractions, sticking to your values. It's simple, but not easy. The weak mind looks for shortcuts. It avoids discomfort. It gives up quickly. But the disciplined mind understands the value of routine. It honors progress over perfection. The Stoics didn't expect life to be easy. They expected resistance. And they met it with preparation. You can do the same. Start with small promises to yourself. Wake up at the time you said you would. Finish the project you started. Go for that walk even when it rains. Each promise kept builds inner trust. That trust becomes strength. Discipline is freedom. The more control you have over your habits, the more control you have over your future. When your mind is trained to act, not just react, you become the master of your days. The results may not show instantly, but over time, they compound. One disciplined action today is the seed of a better tomorrow. Make discipline your identity. Not for perfection, but for progress. Let it guide you through doubt and delay. Your life will not change overnight, but with daily discipline, it will change. Lesson 6. Translate thought into decisive action. Thinking is important. Planning is essential. But true change happens through action. Many people get stuck in thinking. They plan endlessly. They analyze every detail, but they never take the first step. This is known as analysis paralysis. Stoicism emphasizes action. It teaches that virtue is not just knowledge. It is knowledge applied. It is acting wisely, courageously, justly, and temperately. To translate thought into decisive action, start with clarity. What exactly do you want to achieve? What is the very first step? Make it as small as possible. Do not overwhelm yourself. If you want to write a book, the first step is not writing the whole book. It might be writing one sentence, or opening the document, or even just thinking about the first paragraph for 5 minutes. The key is to start. Action creates momentum. Once you start, it becomes easier to continue. Do not wait for perfect conditions. They rarely arrive. Act with the information you have. Adjust as you go. This is a core Stoic principle. Focus on what you can control. You can control your actions. You cannot control the outcome. So act with your best effort, then accept whatever comes. Seneca encouraged us to act with speed, not rashness, but promptness. Do not delay what needs to be done. Procrastination steals your energy. It breeds anxiety. It keeps you stuck. Instead, when you identify a necessary action, take it immediately, even if it's a tiny action. This builds a habit of decisiveness. It strengthens your will. When you hesitate, remind yourself of your values. Why is this action important? How does it align with your purpose? This connection to purpose fuels your resolve. It makes action easier. Do not overthink. Do not seek endless perfection. Just begin. Action is the engine of progress. It is the bridge between your inner world and your outer reality. It is how you bring your intentions to life. This continuous loop of thinking, planning, and then acting builds true mastery. It empowers you to shape your world. It transforms you from a dreamer into a doer. Take that first step, then the next, and the next. Let your thoughts guide your hand. Let your actions define your life. Lesson 7. Adopt a powerful growth mindset. Our mindset shapes everything. It colors our experiences. It influences our responses. A fixed mindset believes abilities are set. It thinks intelligence is fixed. It sees challenges as threats. It avoids failure at all costs. A growth mindset, however, believes abilities can be developed. It sees intelligence as something that grows. It sees challenges as opportunities. It embraces failure as a learning tool. Stoicism aligns perfectly with a growth mindset. It constantly urges us to improve. It teaches that virtue is a practice. It is not a destination. To adopt a growth mindset, first, understand that your brain is plastic. It can change. It can grow. Every time you learn something new, your brain forms new connections. You are always capable of learning more. You are always capable of becoming better. Second, embrace challenges. See them as chances to stretch yourself. When something is difficult, do not give up. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I overcome this? Third, view effort as the path to mastery. Effort is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of dedication. It is how skills are built. The more you practice, the better you become. Fourth, reframe mistakes. Do not see them as failures. See them as feedback. Every mistake provides valuable information. It tells you what needs adjustment. It guides you toward improvement. Fifth, celebrate progress, not just perfection. Acknowledge your efforts. Recognize how far you have come. This positive reinforcement fuels continued growth. Sixth, seek feedback. Ask others for their honest opinions. Use this information to improve. Do not take it personally. See it as a gift. Seventh, be inspired by others' success. Do not feel jealous. Learn from them. Ask how they achieve their goals. This mindset fosters continuous learning. It creates resilience. It makes you adaptable. It allows you to grow through adversity. It turns every experience into a valuable lesson. This powerful mindset is essential for a life of continuous improvement. It frees you from the fear of not being good enough. It replaces it with the joy of becoming better. It ensures that you are always evolving. It helps you reach your fullest potential. Lesson 8. Curate your mental environment. Just as we choose what to put into our bodies, we must choose what to put into our minds. Our mental environment is made up of what we consume. This includes the information we read, the people we spend time with, the conversations we have, the media we watch. All of these inputs shape our thoughts. They influence our mood. They affect our outlook on life. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of these influences. It encourages us to protect our minds. Our mind is our most valuable possession. To curate your mental environment, start by being aware. Pay attention to what you are consuming. Does it uplift you? Does it educate you? Does it inspire you? Or does it make you feel anxious? Does it make you feel inadequate? Does it spread negativity? Be selective. Choose wisely. Limit your exposure to negativity. This includes news that only focuses on problems. It includes social media that promotes comparison. It includes conversations that are filled with gossip or complaints. You have control over what you let into your mind. Second, surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out people who inspire you. Look for those who challenge you to grow. Spend time with individuals who share your values. Read books that expand your knowledge. Listen to podcasts that offer wisdom. Engage in conversations that are meaningful. Your mental diet is just as important as your physical diet. A cluttered or toxic mental environment leads to a cluttered and toxic mind. A curated and positive mental environment leads to clarity and peace. This practice is about intentionality. It is about being deliberate in what you allow to enter your inner world. Remove what does not serve you. Bring in what uplifts you. This applies to your physical space too. A clean and organized physical environment can lead to a clearer mind. Remove clutter. Create a calm space. This supports your mental well-being. Protect your mind fiercely. It is the engine of your life. What you feed it, it will grow. Choose growth. Choose positivity. Choose wisdom. Curate your mental environment for a stronger, healthier, and happier you. Lesson 9. Acknowledge every small victory in our pursuit of big goals. We often overlook the small steps. We focus only on the grand achievement. This can be discouraging. It can make the journey feel endless. It can make us feel like we are not making progress. Stoicism encourages us to appreciate the present. It teaches us to find joy in the process. Acknowledging small victories is a powerful practice. It builds momentum. It fuels motivation. It reinforces positive habits. A small victory is any step forward. It is any act of discipline. It is any moment of courage. It could be waking up on time. It could be finishing a difficult task. It could be having a patient conversation. It could be resisting a negative impulse. These moments are important. They show that you are capable. They prove that your efforts are working. Do not dismiss them. Celebrate them. Take a moment to pause. Reflect on what you have accomplished. Give yourself credit. This is not about arrogance. It is about building self-efficacy. It is about seeing your own progress. Keep a journal of your victories. Write down every small win. This creates a visual record of your growth. When you feel discouraged, look back at this list. It reminds you of your strength. It shows you how far you have come. This practice shifts your focus. It moves you from what you lack to what you have achieved. It makes the journey more enjoyable. It makes it sustainable. Every big goal is reached through a series of small steps. Each small step is a victory. Each victory is a building block. They add up. They create the larger picture. So do not wait for the finish line to celebrate. Celebrate the effort. Celebrate the commitment. Celebrate the consistency. This continuous positive reinforcement creates a powerful cycle. It encourages you to keep going. It builds your confidence. It solidifies your belief in yourself. Acknowledge every small victory. It is the fuel for your continuous evolution. It is the heartbeat of your progress. It ensures you never lose sight of your capability. Lesson 10. Commit to lifelong mental evolution. The journey of self-mastery is not a sprint. It is a marathon. It is not a destination. It is a continuous process. Stoicism is not a set of rules to follow once. It is a philosophy to live by every day. It is a commitment to lifelong learning and growth. This means you will never be done. There will always be more to learn. There will always be more to improve. Embracing this idea is liberating. It takes away the pressure of perfection. It replaces it with the joy of continuous evolution. Commit to being a lifelong student of yourself. Reflect regularly. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? And what could I have done better? Learn from your experiences. Read widely. Seek out new ideas. Engage in thoughtful discussions. The world is constantly changing. You must also adapt and grow. The Stoics practiced philosophical exercises daily. They journaled. They meditated on virtue. They prepared for challenges. This was their commitment to mental evolution. Make this commitment yourself. Dedicate time each day to inner work. This could be 5 minutes of reflection. It could be reading a wise passage. It could be practicing mindfulness. Consistency is key. Even small, regular efforts compound over time. Do not fear mistakes or setbacks. See them as essential parts of your learning journey. They are not failures. They are feedback. They highlight areas for further growth. Understand that growth is not linear. There will be plateaus. There will be moments of doubt. But if you commit to the process, you will always move forward. The goal is not to become perfect. The goal is to become better than you were yesterday. It is to live in accordance with your highest values. It is to cultivate inner peace regardless of external circumstances. This commitment transforms your mind. It transforms your character. It allows you to face life's challenges with wisdom and courage. It empowers you to live a life of purpose and meaning. The journey of mental evolution is the most rewarding journey you will ever embark on. Embrace it fully. Live it daily. And watch your weak mind transform into a powerful force for good. Your life will never be the same.